My economics journey. So for people that have been watching my channel now for a little bit, I make video teaching people about the economic ideas of our time and our history. So I chose economics in high school, but I wasn't really that interested in it. I didn't, I really, when we got the book over the summer before class began, I read it from start to finish. But then during the class, I think I had a teacher, but he was sick, I think most of the year. So the first year I had economics, we didn't really have class. So it wasn't the best start. And after that, I didn't really take it that serious anymore in high school. But still, I was reading a lot about politics, a lot about the newspaper. And when I read the newspaper, I always went to the economics section first. That was what most interested me because I wanted to understand how the world works. And economics seems to be the best answer to that. If that is, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I thought. So I said, I was like, okay, I'm going to study it in university. So I went to university, studied there. And what I found there, that was just, yeah, I kind of liked it. But in my bachelor's, I think I didn't really enjoy it at the end. Some subjects were nice, but there was just too much math, too much science. No talking about any big ideas, just math, 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 all the way to the end. Models, models, models. That, in my opinion, didn't really have any resemblance to the real world at all. And I felt like my teachers and my professors were always, they're always talking about something other than the real world, They were very theoretical and more, I don't know, maybe more looking to be smart or something, or than actually trying to really understand how the world works. But of course, that was my motive going into studying economics. A lot of my fellow students' motives were just, trying to go into business later, or, go into a consulting. Then economics is just something that sounds good. Actually, I studied economics and business economics, and I think a lot of people, they put business in the title to just get more people. And I think a lot of people looked at the business part and then thought like, okay, well, this seems like a harder version of business studies, so I'll just take that. So it was not the most intellectually stimulating environment, I guess. But when I did my exchange year in Turkey, there I had a bit more in depth. There I took a history of economic thought courses that I really liked and really went into the ideas. And then I thought, okay, this is actually really what I'm interested in. We learned a bit more about the different ideas. We learned a bit about, Smith, I think also Keynes, but I think not even Karl Marx, which is weird, but okay. Then I went to study econometrics, which is even more mathematical. So I kind of went into a kind of weird direction. I went into the more mathematical stuff, but it was statistics. So it wasn't modeling. We did a lot of calculus. I didn't really like calculus in the standard economics, but I was better at the statistics. So I went that direction. And economics, it wasn't really a choice. You either studied statistical economics or econometrics, or you studied like, I don't know how to say it, but modeling economics, where you studied economic models. And I chose the statistical part. But even there, I thought, like, my only thought at the end of the master was, okay, like the statistical models we learned, they don't have any explanatory power in the real world. And I felt it was kind of useless. But still, I read a lot. Like during my master's, I read a lot about different economic sources. I was really interested. I read a lot of books. And there I met some people and I talked economics with them as well. And I've always been interested. I read a lot of economics blogs. I'm going to make a video later about my favorite economic blogs and places to learn. So yeah, that's why I am also making these videos, because I also want to get in contact with people who want to discuss economics as well. And I would like to discuss economics in a more civil way and a more non-political way, And I think that's possible. And yeah, that's a little bit of my economics journey. I hope that gives you an idea of what I am. Put in the comments where you are in your economics journey, how much you learned, and what your goal is by studying it. Okay, thank you.